Let's go watch it in 2D. No, let's go watch it in 3D. But if we watch it in 3D, then is it worth the cost?
Welcome to 3D releases for April 2018. This is brought to you by 3D or 2D.com, and let's get on to it. So what 3D movies, 3D Blu-Rays, 3DS games are coming out in this month of April? Well, it's kind of a paradox of a month because we kind of have not much going on, but we also have some big things going on. It's kind of hard to explain it, but basically we have only a handful of releases, but they're somewhat notable. So let's get on to the first one, which is Pandas, an IMAX exclusive movie. It's coming out on April 6th, 2018, and it's going to be narrated by Kristen Bell. I really like her on The Good Place. So, you know, these IMAX movies, I enjoy them, but I mean, this is a 40-minute movie, and you're going to pay $15 or so, you know, to watch it. And I don't know if it's going to be worthwhile. It might be a fun novelty kind of thing, but these IMAX movies I've never been a huge fan of. They're okay, but who knows, it might be good. So I'll be quiet so you can watch the rest of this trailer for the Pandas movie by IMAX.
Chen was born in captivity, so learning to thrive in the wild won't be easy. She'll need help from some unexpected places to discover her own inner bear.
Come on, guys. I don't teach bears how to be bears. The knowledge is already inside them.
Join the team of Chinese and American scientists working together to help Chen prepare for the wild.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Warner Brothers Pictures and IMAX invite you to share a journey of friendship, a struggle for survival, and a story of hope. Pandas. Narrated by Kristen Bell. Hey, that's me. Experience it in IMAX.
Alright, so next up we have Rampage. Rampage, the video game movie. That's not really a video game movie. It's with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And this movie comes out on the 13th of April. So let's watch the trailer for this. I'm not really excited for this movie. It looks very generic and basic, and it just doesn't do anything for me. I like The Rock, but
It's weird.
I don't know.
You like hanging out with animals more than people.
Old. George never would have survived on his own.
He definitely trusts you.
Last night, George was 7 feet and weighed 500 pounds. George, you okay, buddy? You're scared. It's okay. This morning, he's 9 feet, pushing 1,000. What's happening to my friend?
Are you familiar with genetic editing? Changes will be incredibly unpredictable.
Is he the only one?
Oh, you didn't know about the 30-foot wolf?
World is a fantasy.
Hell of a day, huh? Science experiments falling from the sky.
Having George on that plane is a big mistake.
I think we'll be all right.
coming back to me. It's coming back. You have to evacuate Chicago. George didn't ask for this. They're gonna put him down. That's not happening.
Is there something in the river?
I was just thinking the only thing that's missing right now is a giant crocodile.
One thing I really find strange about this trailer is that they don't really talk about the Rampage video game that it's based on, you know, the arcade game. Usually they would say that, but I guess maybe that's out of fashion now to mention that. So let's go on to an ad break. This podcast is brought to you by 3D Wiggle. 3D Wiggle provides software that lets you convert your 3D images into 3D GIFs and or movies that you can easily share on Facebook or Twitter. We have a 20% off coupon in the link in the description, and we also have deals from Amazon, and we also have a Patreon. So please click in the description to get more info. So next up we have Avengers Infinity War on April 27th. This is something I'm very excited for, very hyped for. I'm a little worried about because it has so many characters and so many things and expectations, but we shall see if it lives up to the hype. It feels like the first Avengers again, where can you really be as good as you hope it could be? You know, some people were disappointed in Age of Ultron. I wasn't. I liked it a lot. But some people are not sure about this Marvel thing anymore, if it's really worth keeping around. But I think so, and I'm excited for it. So I'm going to shut up and let you watch the rest of this trailer.
Tell me his name again.
Thanos.
We got one advantage. He's coming to us. We have what Thanos wants, so that's what we use.
Let's talk about this plan of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
Wow.
The end is near. When I'm done, half of humanity will still exist. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I hope they remember you.
I'm Peter, by the way.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, you're using your made-up names. Then I am Spider-Man.
Okay, so let's move on to what's coming out on Nintendo 3DS. And it's a whole lot of nothing. So unfortunately, 3DS doesn't get any releases this month. We may have some eShop games, but as of right now, I don't know anything. So let's just keep going. Let's go to the 3D Blu-Rays. So 3D Blu-Rays, we have one notable Blu-ray release, which is The Maze, which released in 1953. And The Maze is actually pretty interesting. It's one of the very first 3D movies, the more notable ones. And it's a horror movie, so it should be pretty interesting. Let's go on to the trailer.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Richard Carlson. If I look somewhat older and more drawn than I have in my recent pictures, it's because of the harrowing experiences I've been having here in The Maze. The Maze is the first picture in 3 dimension that delves into the weird and terrifying world of the supernatural. If you're familiar with the exciting effects that can be achieved with 3D, you can imagine what happens when something from the great beyond reaches right out of the screen to clutch at you. Oh, and one more thing. After you've seen The Maze, please don't reveal to your friends the secret of its story or its startling climax. Because you see, we think The Maze will amaze you.
What fearful secret was hidden from the world for 200 years? Why was every door in Craven Castle locked at night?
I went to your room and I saw something. Something horrible. It was the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
It was your imagination.
It was something alive. I saw it move.
The terrifying story that startled the world comes to the screen in 3 dimensions.
Alright, so that's basically all the 3D releases for the month of April. Remember to subscribe to our homepage, and subscribe to this channel, or wherever you're listening to this or watching this, to make sure you don't miss out any upcoming releases. So that's it for April. Now, on to a quick ad break. Bye! This podcast is brought to you by 3D Wiggle. 3D Wiggle provides software that lets you convert your 3D images into 3D GIFs and or movies that you can easily share on Facebook or Twitter. We have a 20% off coupon in the link in the description, and we also have deals from Amazon, and we also have a Patreon. So please click in the description to get more info. Alright, so that's going to be it for this podcast.
We now have a Patreon, and the link is in the description. Thanks for watching.
And we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, a little bit everywhere. Just look for us, 3D or 2D. And of course, review us on iTunes. And if you want to write us a letter, our email address is email3dortwo@gmail.com. So that's going to be it. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.